Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Say, let us speedily use these bodies that, like as in youth, before we get old and die. Let us just live it up. Do as thou wilt. YOLO. Obey your thirst. Make your bucket list. This is what they're about. It says, verse 7, let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part in our voluptuousness. That voluptuous go back to being carnal and fulfilling all the sensuous pleasures and lusts that you have. Okay? It says, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. It says, for this is our portion and our lot is this, just like David said, that have their portion in this life, that have the hid treasures and leave them to their children and leave their substance to their babes and just live it up and have all manner of whatever and just, use the creatures speedily as in youth. Verse 10. And he said, this is our portion. Our lot is this present evil world. It says, verse 10, let us oppress the poor and righteous man. All right. And this is what they do. It says, let us not spare the widow nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they taking that and strengthen and say, hey, we gonna be the law, whatever we say. It says, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous. And that's what David said in Psalm 17 and 11. It says, they have compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth like as a lion that is greedy of his prey. And as it were a young lion lurking in the secret places. All right, here it is again. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. Clean contrary to our doings. This is the ungodly, right? That's saying that these righteous people are clean contrary. In Genesis 25, it just said two different nations and two manner of people, separate, all right, contrary from each other. One is good, one is bad. That's contrary. Good is set against evil, contrary. Jacob and Esau, contrary. So-called white man and so-called black man, contrary. All right. Okay. So this is what they're all about. You can read that, the rest of that Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter, but for time's sake, I'm gonna cut that one short. But at the end of it, verse 24, it says, matter of fact, 21, it says, such things did they imagine. This is what the ungodly, the wicked imagined. All right, to live voluptuously and use the creatures as speedily as in youth, and that he's going to lie in wait for the righteous because the righteous is clean contrary, and that this portion, this world, this present evil world is his portion to live it up and do all these things. Okay, it says verse 21, such things did they imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not. All right. They don't have no understanding of these scriptures. All right. And the mysteries of them. All right. The deep parables and mysteries. OK, they don't have no understanding. It says neither hope they for the wages of righteousness. All right. See, because if you righteous and you separate yourself from this present evil world, you have faith in Yahweh Shai, and you showing your faith by your works, your conduct, by the way you live, continuing to learn, continuing to grow, following the laws and statutes and commandments to the best of your ability. All right. There is a reward for that. See, but it says the wicked, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness. All right. See, we hoping for that kingdom filled with all good things that's going to be forever and ever, even forever, and all the precious promises that we have. All right. We're waiting on that. Just like the 12 asked, hey man, what we gonna get for giving up everything? You know what I'm saying? All right. They wanted those wages for righteousness. All right. And we do too. But we don't want this stuff now. All right. We don't want the money, cars, clothes, and the hoes and success now. All right. Because this is a present evil world. But verse 24 in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, it says, nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. So if you hold of the side of the ungodly, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and living voluptuously and loving this present evil world and wanting this to continue and using the creatures speedily as in youth, if you take hold of that and you fall for it and you're overcome by the world and don't overcome the world, then you're going to find death, namely that second death, that weeping and gnashing of teeth, that fire, that wrath, because they are the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, that destruction of when the Lord come back, that fire, weeping and gnashing of teeth, that's fitted for them. But if you hold to their side and do all these things, then you're going to find that too. Once again, it says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. If you hold of the side of the ungodly and wanting the money, cars, clothes, and the hoes and success here in this present evil world, and you not sighing and crying and begging the Lord to hasten that day to come to destroy this place, if you're not doing that, then you're going to find it. You're going to find death. You're going to find their judgment. All right. That weeping and gnashing of teeth. You're going to find it. Okay. And I'm going to let you know, you don't want that. I know I don't. Okay. So carrying on, this is 2nd Esdras 4 and 26. 2nd Esdras 4. 2nd Esdras 4 and 26. It says, then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. All right. See, but you can't comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come, which is right soon, when the Lord come back and destroy this place and have mercy on the vessels of wrath. Have mercy on the vessels of mercy. All right. And save the elect out of Israelites and set up the kingdom. Okay. That's the time to come, that kingdom. All right. And this is what we're waiting on. This is what we're hoping for. All right. To come ASAP. And that's why we want this present evil world to be destroyed ASAP. Right. It says, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities, weaknesses. Right. Verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. All right. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So all the people that want this place to get better, oh, it get greater later. Oh, when is our people going to stop killing each other? And when is it going to get better? When are we going to start loving each other? When is everybody going to come together and all get along and coexist and all this? When is that going to happen? Never. It cannot come until this place where the evil is sown, where the evil is going on right now, be destroyed. Once again, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. Because Esdras was wondering, man, when, all right, we in this present evil world and we going through all this, and you scattered us and you kicked us out of our land, and look at our people. We're going, oh man, look at this. When is this going to end? All right. So the angel was asking, hey, as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown, which is evil, be not turned upside down to righteousness, all right? And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good, okay? Because this place is sown with evil, okay? And it can't come with sown with righteousness until this place is destroyed, all right? And that is prophesied to happen. It's going to happen actually right soon, very soon, all right? This is Zephaniah 1, and I'll start at 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and the alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. This has not happened yet. This must happen for things to get better. All right? Because our people, man, when is this going to stop? And when this happened. So you best to be praying to the Lord for this to happen. See, when we saying these things gonna happen, people like, man, why you want that to happen? What, you here too? And blah, blah, blah. Things can't get better. We always gonna be in this until this happens. All right? When he makes speedy riddance, when he bring distress upon men, when they shall walk like blind men. All right? When he make wasteness and desolation and darkness and gloominess and thick clouds, the day of the Lord's wrath with fire and all type of just mayhem, and man, you know, we can't even really articulate it. It's going to be so bad. Okay? But that must happen before things get better, because we're in a present evil world where the world is given into the hand of the wicked. He's still on top right now, even though he's circling the drain. He's going down. All right? But right now, it can't happen. Okay, until good can't happen until evil is destroyed. All right. So back in 2nd Esdras, chapter 4 and 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. What I just read in Zephaniah, the 1st chapter, has not yet come. All right, but it's on the way right soon. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. Okay? Then cannot it come that is sown with good. So now, what is sown with good? What is sown with good? This is 2nd Esdras 4. 2nd Esdras 7 and 6. It says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. All right? That was part of what it was talking about, which sown with good. Then cannot it come what is sown with good. This place, this city, that's builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things cannot come until this place where the evil is sown be destroyed with that fire. With the day, that day is the day of wrath. All right, that I read in Zephaniah chapter 1. All right, so this place cannot come until this place that we're in right now is destroyed. Right, so it says there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. It says the entrance thereof. So to get to this place, the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city were now given unto a man for an inheritance, all right, for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? All right, so this inheritance is given unto the Israelites. Remember we read about in Isaiah, Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation, all right, and have a rulership world without end, a rulership without end. And matter of fact, in the same chapter, Second Esdras chapter 7, verse 5, it says, matter of fact, verse 3, it says, and I said, speak on, my God. Then he said unto me, the sea is set in a wide place that it might be great and deep. That sea is the same thing as in verse 6, the city, all right, is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. That city is the same thing as the sea, all right? It's the kingdom, all right, of Yahushua and the Israelites, all right? It's that kingdom, all right, of rulership, right? That's why it says, the sea is set in a wide place that it might be deep and great. But put the entrance were narrow and like a river to get to this sea, all right, to get to this kingdom, all right. The entrance thereof is like a river. It says, who then could go to the sea to look upon it and to rule it, because it was given unto a certain people to rule this kingdom. But how could we get this inheritance to rule this kingdom that's filled with all good things? How could we get there unless we go through the entrance where it's set in a dangerous place to fall, which is this place that is filled with all manner of evil, where Esau, Edom, the wicked, is in control. All right. We must go through all these things and overcome. We must go through all these things and learn. We must go through all these things for our disobedience before we get to our inheritance. All right. Because remember, in 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 58, it says, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. All right. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? All right. Because this is not our portion, this world. This portion is for the wicked. All right. And that's why the wicked is all in control and enjoying the hid treasures, like we read in Psalm 17, I believe that was. OK. That was their portion. And we read that in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. He said, and this is our portion. Our lot is this, to have voluptuousness and use the creatures speedily as in youth, and to leave tokens to our children and have riches and rulership and be evil and all that stuff. This is their portion right now. All right. See, but in their portion, we must go through that, because this is the entrance to get to our portion. And we must overcome all these things. It says back in 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and 5, It says, who then could go into the sea to look upon it, to go into this sea, go into this kingdom and to look upon it and to rule it. All right. Because if you're going to be a ruler, you must have subjects to rule over. All right. Those subjects are going to be these other nations. OK, it says if he went not through the narrow, and the narrow is that dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and water, so small that there could go but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? All right. That's why the scriptures say, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven, because we are in this dangerous place to fall. OK, but we have to overcome. We have to learn. OK, verse 10, it says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so is Israel's portion. It's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' portion to go through in this life, to be chastened, to learn, to fall, to get back up, learn from your mistake. All right. To go through these experiences. All right. This is our portion, to go through all this and overcome and have these experiences so we can be righteous rulers, righteous judges of all existence. This is what it's all about, y'all. It ain't too crazy, man. This is the Most High's plan that is beautiful. And when we're in righteousness and we're in our kingdom, the people that we rule over, they're going to be happy that we rule over. Now, of course, we're going to have to give them their reward and payback. And it says, Thessalonians, that it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. We have to pay them back. But after their judgment and payback, then they get to go live in their lands. The wicked is going to be no more Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? And using extrapolation, because, you know, they energy too. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't kill energy. So, using extrapolation, I ain't got no scripture to say that their bodies, their spirits are going to be basically scattered through those other heathen nations. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't kill energy. You know what I'm saying? And so using extrapolation, just what happened with us. We messed up and we got scattered amongst all these nations. All right. So but there won't be Edomites. There won't, because they were made to be the wicked. There won't be a wicked nation no more. It's not needed no more in a rulership of righteousness. All right. In a righteous kingdom. OK, see, right now they were a necessary evil. In our kingdom, they're not necessary. We don't need them no more. You know what I'm saying? Their use is done up. We used them. It's done. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing. You know what I'm saying? Once this little scent thing, you know what I'm saying? It was for a use to make it smell good. But once this yellow thing gone, it is no use. So with this, I throw it away. I get rid of it. I destroy it. It's no use no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with Esau, Edom, the wicked. It's not going to be no more use for them no more. So they're going to be eradicated, destroyed. You know what I'm saying? After their punishment. All right. And then, like I say, using extrapolation, then their spirits will go, into these other nations. You know what I'm saying? And then the other nations, after their judgment and punishment and slavery, then they get to go to their own lands and live and truly live in our kingdom. And we're going to rule with this, the law, statutes, and commandments and the instructions right here, which is the best way and fun way and healthy way and every way to live on this planet Earth. Because with this planet Earth comes instructions. You know what I'm saying? To get the best out of the earth, to get the best out of paradise. It's going to be paradise again. Because right now it's a hell. Look at the people mourning. Look at the earth mourning. Look at the animals mourning. Look at everything. It's backwards. Ain't you tired? I know I am. But this is just the truth, man. They need to be eradicated. But this is our portion to go through these things. This is our portion to basically, just like I say, learn. But all the while learning, that comes with falls, and those falls comes with it being hurt, and that being hurt, and getting rebuked and getting chastised, getting reproved, learning, growing. When you're growing, just like muscles, sometimes you grow and it's pains. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. We're about to gain the kingdom. So right now we're going through these pains. And now that we're in our, somewhat of our right mind and getting it back, you know what I'm saying? We're in our right mind and we have an understanding that this place is wicked. So we hate it. We sigh and we cry. All right, because we know what a righteous place should be like, man. And even ourselves are still in these weak infirmity bodies, man, that falls. All right, I'm tired of falling. I'm tired of making mistakes of myself. All right, see, in the righteous kingdom full of all good things, it's not going to be like that no more. Okay? It's not going to be like that no more. But after their kingdom, and we're like, matter of fact, we're gonna take the kingdom, like the scriptures say. We'll just get it real quick. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." All right. This is Luke 1:33, just to precept that. Luke chapter 1, verse, chapter 1, verse 33. It says, "And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end." All right, no end. Of his kingdom, Yahweh-Shai's kingdom. All right, and in Romans 8, it says that we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh-Shai. Okay, we're going to be joint heirs. All right, so all this suffering cannot be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. All right, but back in Daniel 7:18, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom," because Daniel had given the interpretation of the dream to Nebuchadnezzar. All right, of that statue, and that statue was representing of all these different kingdoms, from the Assyrians and the Babylonians to the Medo-Persians, to after the Medo-Persians would be the Greeks, so-called white man, which are the Edomites when they first start the kingdom. All right, and then to the Romans. All right, then it talked about the feet and the toes and the miry clay and all that. Which goes into, for one, goes into, and then that's in Revelations, you know what I'm saying, where it goes into the fall of Rome. Then it was like wounded unto death, but then it came back, you know what I'm saying, and it came back with America through Great Britain, you know what I'm saying. But that's a lie, that's a whole nother lesson. But this is what this was talking about. It was a prophecy right here of these different kingdoms. And here it is. This is what happened. This is in you can go to the library and get and read about Artaxerxes, and you can read about Nebuchadnezzar. You can read about Alexander the Great. You can read about these Roman Caesars and so forth. You know what I'm saying? This is all in the scriptures, and also all in history as well. You know what I'm saying? See, but at the end of all that, which is at the end of America, you know what I'm saying? The rulership of America is right here in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see if I can just hit one real quick in Revelation. Bear with me a second. Right. This is Revelation 17 and 8. It says,